peace, gratitude, and highest heart love. Welcome to the YouTube live reading of How to Keep Your Heart Healthy and Fit by Paul C. Bragg and Patricia Bragg. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Riley. So we begin. This is part 24. We're getting close. Thank you guys. We're at page 97 in the middle. Modern man's nerves are so jangled and frazzled that when he goes to bed, it is often impossible for him to sleep. As a result, Americans consume tons of sleeping pills and tranquilizers to try to calm their exhausted nervous system. Modern, modern man goes round and round in a squirrel cage of his own making. Is it any wonder that, in addition to soaring rate of heart disease in the United States, we have more people in mental institutions than ever before in the history of the world? A half million American men and women are committed to mental institutions every year. These are now so overcrowded that they present one of our greatest problems today. You cannot have a strong heart, a sound mind, and a healthy nervous system if you don't get enough good, sound, restful sleep. Very key. Very key. This relaxes the nervous system, right? This is when we breathe correctly the whole entire time. Sleep is essential not only to health, but to life itself. Sleep is one of the first essentials in building and maintaining a strong, vital heart. Sleep is more necessary than food. One can fast for many days or many weeks if necessary without any serious disadvantage if he is well nourished before beginning the fast and has a satisfactory food supply after its conclusion. But no one can fast from sleep for more than a few days at a time without experiencing ill effects. Peace, highest heart love. Gratitude, highest heart love. One can scarcely endure an entire week of absolute sleeplessness. In early English history, condemned criminals were put to death by being deprived of sleep, and the same method has been employed in China. Enforced sleeplessness, in fact, has been used as a form of torture by the Chinese, being more feared than any other. The men subjected to this frightful ordeal always die raving maniacs. These facts illustrate only too well the imperative necessity of sleep. How much sleep do we need? Peace. How much sleep do we need? This is a question which cannot be answered arbitrarily as applying in all cases. Individuals differ. Without doubt, some persons require more sleep than others. No definite rule can be laid down as to the amount of sleep required by different individuals. Those possessing the greatest amount of vitality and strongest organisms require less sleep than those of limited vitality and weak functional powers. Those possessing a strong functional system and great vitality are able to build up energy during sleep and recuperate from exertions of the preceding day more rapidly than those less favored in this respect. In other words, a strong man can be quickly rested, or a strong woman. His system, her system, can more rapidly repair the wear and tear of his daily work than that of a weak woman or man. Peace, peace, highest heart love, guys. And sleep is very necessary. That's what we're speaking about now. Without doubt, most people need from 7 to 8 hours sleep daily. Some of them need more, particularly women and children, who in many cases require 9 to 10 hours sleep or even more. I would say, as a general statement, that 8 hours of sleep per day is absolutely necessary for a strong heart, and 1 to 2 hours of this sleep should be obtained before midnight. 1 hour's sleep before midnight is worth 3 hours of sleep after midnight. Rules for restful sleep. You should sleep with your head to the north so that you will be in direct contact with the Earth's vibrations. Now, this is something I'm going to have to interject on because the Earth is like a battery. This is very key. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you would like your body to sleep in with your head to the south, or east and west is fine, but not to the north. Think of like a battery, right? And if our body is that battery and the earth is the battery pack, you want the opposites, polarities connected. So I'm going to have to interject. There was a few other things in this book, but it was written older. So highest heart, love, and honor. Thank you for reading with us. Peace, peace. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's long. You should sleep on an outside porch or in a room with cross ventilation. When weather permits, you should sleep completely nude, otherwise in non constricting night garments. You should sleep without a pillow, but if you do require one, sleep on a soft baby pillow so that the head is not too high and that the heart won't have to pump the blood so high against gravity. For restful sleep, you must take command of your lazy body, which often wants to fall asleep just any old way. Sleeping is in a cramped position or on too soft a mattress or in such a way that the circulation is blocked is not restful sleep. One should sleep on a firm mattress or place a board under a soft one. This allows the muscles to stretch in natural relaxation and relieves pressures on vital organs. When on my world lectures tours, I often have to move the mattress onto the floor for it to be more firm. Seems some of the world's top hotels put their money into showy lobbies and not into firm mattresses. Also, in many homes which I visit, I often find sagging old mattresses, but new cars in the garage. At my desert home, I recently had a new bed platform made. It is just a flat piece of board with four legs on casters, and upon this goes the firm mattress. It might take you a few nights to be accustomed to being stretched out flat, but your body will thank you. I travel all over the world in trains, planes, ships, buses, and automobiles, and I use soft foam earplugs to shut out unnecessary sounds and noises. I feel it is absolutely necessary that we should sleep in a place that is quiet. This is very key as well. It helps keep the mind restful. When you have a lot of things going on while you're sleeping, that's going to come into the subconscious as we spoke about. So it's very important. Though we often do fall asleep where there is noise all about us, the vibratory action of the noises has a direct effect on the heart, circulation, and nervous system. Peace, peace, gratitude, guys. Thank you so much. I believe that individuals should sleep alone. Two people sleeping in one bed is not healthy to me because there are always toxins being released from the body, and these toxins can be absorbed. Then there are also the noise of a person who breathes too deeply, snores, or is restless, all of which interferes with the other person's sleep. It has been proved by scientific research that a person gets a better night's rest and stores up more vitality when she or he sleeps alone. Married couples will wake up more refreshed sleeping next to each other, but each in his or her own twin bed. If this is not acceptable, then a king size bed is certainly preferable to the usual small double bed. Take a daily siesta. If you wish to build a strong heart and a strong nervous system, take a midday nap. This is very key. Those naps are one of my favorite things. Also, getting an hour's rest or whatever amount of time you can spare in the middle of the day is just like beginning 2 days in one. Because when you wake up after your midday nap or siesta, you have stored up a terrific reserve of nervous energy. I think that the people of Mexico, South America, Spain, France, and Italy have the right idea when they make it a federal law to close down every business from noon to 2 p.m. Sleep and rest are important when building a powerful body and heart. A frank talk to heart sufferers. Do not be discouraged because you have a ailing or damaged heart. By following a program of clean, natural living, you will probably live out your lifespan. Your wonderful body possesses great recuperative powers, which, if fully utilized, are of tremendous help, even in the most serious cases of heart trouble. Here are some points for you to remember in your own special heart fitness program. Absolutely no smoking or drinking alcohol. Plenty of sleep and relaxation. Don't let anybody or anything put under undue pressures on you. Worry, stress, tension, and strain do not cause heart attack, but they do not help to heal it either. Eat simple, natural foods. Above all, don't overeat. Eat slowly and chew your food thoroughly. Chewing is the first process in digestion. Very key. When you chew, certain things are secreted from the tongue to help the digestive system. Get plenty of regular exercise. Although complete rest may be necessary during the acute stage of your heart attack or when the heart is very weak, as soon as this stage is past, you will find properly regulated exercise a great help in rebuilding and revitalizing the heart and circulation. Don't get into emotional arguments. These waste your precious nervous energy. Walk away from unpleasant people or situations. Get the happiness habit. A cheerful, happy disposition can do much to prolong life. Keep away from all artificial stimulants coffee, tea, cola, drinks, alcohol. Don't let anyone tell you that alcohol will help your heart. That is a deadly lie. Walk and walk. Breathe deeply and walk, walk, walk. Eat only lean, rare meat. Trim every bit of fat from it. Limit your intake of meat to 2 or 3 times per week. Eat unsaturated vegetarian proteins instead, such as soybeans, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, and nuts such as almonds, pecans, peanuts, Brazil, hazel, walnut, and pine nuts. Absolutely no salt, no dairy products of any kind. Milk and cheese are high in saturated fats. If you must have eggs, eat only 2 or 3 weekly. Fruits and vegetables, both raw and properly cooked, should form at least 50% of your diet. Don't use concentrated chemical sugar substitute sweeteners. They are made from harmful chemicals, such as like aspartame. Okay? Use honey as your only sweetener. Fast during one 24-hour period each week. This will give your heart and other vital organs a physiological rest and help reduce the deadly cholesterol in your arteries. Remember, low fat diet and exercise will help you keep your cholesterol level down to normal. My personal opinion of heart transplants. When the first heart transplants were announced, the newspapers reported every detail. This was the kind of news that the average civilized person wanted to hear. If your heart goes bad, all you have to do is have another one put in its place. Sounds wonderful. Why take care of your own original heart when you can get a new one if the old one falls apart? Human nature always wants the easy way out. The first experiments with heart transplants were, of course, done with animals. The medical researchers reasoned that if heart transplants would work on animals, they would work on humans. Dr. Barnard of Africa performed heart transplants on 50 dogs. None of them lived. None of them. Operation is a rather uncomplicated procedure. If success were judged by the patient during the first 24 hours only, there would undoubtedly be a very low mortality rate. But after 2 days, the problem, which at this stage of our knowledge is unsurmountable, begins to develop. It is precisely the same problem that could not be solved in the animal experiments. The body survives only because it fights off invasion of foreign substances such as toxic poisons, bacteria, and viruses. The same mechanisms lead it to attack the transplanted heart and destroy it. This same difficulty is still apparent in kidney transplants, which today have a survival rate of only about 5%, which has gone up now because we know about using the right types of blood and synchronizing this. The big problem in heart and kidney transplants is rejection. The human body will have absolutely nothing to do with a foreign substance. This kicks off our what we call our yes, that yes, that's right. You guys are so awesome. Yes, the nervous system deals with that. No matter how healthy the new heart or kidney may be, it is not a natural part of the body into which it is being put. To date, medical science has found nothing with which to overcome this rejection of new organ by the body. And in my opinion, they never will. But we know that they have. So the autoimmunity kicks in to anything that is foreign put into our body. That's not naturally in our body. This starts the autoimmunity to fight against it. So we've learned now. This book is old, but we've learned now how to synchronize that. I wish I were able to say that I believe it will work, but the facts of nature are almost completely against it. To me, the human heart transplant seems at present to be merely a sophisticated effort to carry on human experimentation. Today, many facts are available to show how heart disease can be avoided. That is the reason this heart fitness program is written. It is to help prevent heart conditions. I have no cure for heart disease. I am not in the curing business. I agree thoroughly with the American Heart Association that though regular daily exercise and a scientifically balanced diet, a healthy heart can be assured. Build a healthy heart for yourself. Personally, I do not believe in heart transplants. I believe that the first thing you should do is to live life so that you will not damage your heart. In this heart fitness program, I have told you in detail about the vicious enemies of the heart. Know your enemies and keep away from them. If you have lived a haphazard life and have damaged your heart, I believe that you can make a comeback and build a healthy heart for yourself. Remember, the body is self healing and self repairing, and given the chance, it will do its best to rebuild a vigorous heart for you. But you must work with nature, not against it. General public knowledge of the heart is crammed with fallacies as well as facts. Let's consider some of these misconceptions. Must the heart patient with coronary troubles rest all the time? No. The belief that a coronary always means the end of useful life is widespread and wrong. Most coronary occlusions, heart attacks, involve only a small branch of the coronary tree system of blood vessels. The blocked artery may be bypassed by the collateral channels which lie unused in the heart tissues awaiting just this eventuality. The new circulatory route may be so efficient that after recovery, the patient may have no disability at all, or else only on extreme exertion. Certainly, in the acute phase of the heart attack, the process of healing is assisted if the body is rested. The degree and duration of inactivity should be decided by your own doctor. Once healing is complete, however, further rest rarely achieves anything of value. To the contrary, it is likely to increase disability by adding the ill effects of physical unfitness and lack of self confidence. Peace, guys. How is heart love? We're doing it. We're finishing out this book, How to Keep Your Heart Healthy and Fit, by Paul C. Bragg and Patricia Bragg. We're at page 104, guys. Thank you so much for reading with us. Once healing is complete, however, further rest rarely achieves anything of value. Yes. Is exertion harmful after a heart attack? This is a variation of the same theme as the need for rest, and usually just as wrong. The heart has enormous reserves of power, which are seldom, if ever, used in ordinary living. It is the reserve which enables individuals to perform apparently superhuman feats in times of crisis or emergency. Athletes call upon this reserve, the runner who covers a mile in less than 4 minutes, for example, or the 50-mile endurance swimmer. Even after many heart attacks, the reserve power of the heart is not greatly decreased and is available for use. It should not be abused, of course. Generally, the heart patient who overexerts himself will develop warning symptoms, a special kind of chest pain and breathlessness. This is nature's way of telling him to slow down. Similar symptoms, however, may be the result of physical unfitness, unusual stress or tension, emotional upsets, and fatigue. The thing I want you to remember is that your body is always undergoing change. You are not the person this minute that you were a minute ago. The body is always in ceaseless change, for better or for worse. Every minute of your life, old cells are being sloughed off and new ones are taking their place. The question you must ask yourself is, what kind of new body cells am I making? Are these body cells being built with healthy food or unhealthy food? And we'll pause right here, continue back with the last few pages of how to keep your heart healthy and fit by Paul C. Bragg and Patricia Bragg. I'm Uriel Riley, your moderator and narrator. I wish that you all have a wonderful day. Remember, go outside, take a walk, and look up. See what you see, what resonates with you. Hi, it's Harlow. And peace, peace. Thank you guys so much. No, that's beautiful. Peace.